Dan from Woodbury in studio, and Carl Gerbschmidt we have found by telephone. Do we even bother? Is there any point in picking these games, Carl? Because you predicted that by now all the previous results would be nullified because you're going to win your court case in one of, I think, 3 or 4 states. So should we even bother making the picks?
You think you're real funny, don't you?
Oh, I hear it didn't go too well at the old courthouse, my boy.
I think you're real funny.
Yeah, so is it official? Did you get dismissed? The case dismissed?
The problem with the justice system is there's a lot of corruption. And it's not funny. What if you were on trial? What if your life hung in the balance?
Well, there are no lives hanging in this balance.
Well,
it's just football.
There's a lot of people care, and there's a lot of corruption in the system.
So, are you saying
the worst part about it is if they won't hear your case in the first point, then you can't appeal it. Because we had our appeal ready to go with a whole other set of arguments. But the problem is they won't even hear your stupid case, so they can't even get to... Let's just pick some games and move on.
So, boy, you've really lost...
Nobody cares.
You lost all your bravado.
This is not, no one has any real interest in it.
I mean,
who are you trying to see? Judge David Doty? He seems to get most of these kind of cases.
I don't remember who it was. Some idiot in Minnesota that wouldn't even hear the case.
Well, in Wisconsin, though, are you basically...
okay, that guy needs to be impeached. So we're going to get something done. So, Mr. Judge in Ladysmith, Wisconsin, you just watch yourself, mister. That's not a seat for life.
Watch yourself. You don't threaten a judge.
Are you making a threat on a judge?
That's a crime.
You have to run for election, okay?
Oh.
Okay?
Well, you've already basically said that the judge got bought off, right?
How the hell are we supposed to know the guy's not even he's from Minnesota? I mean, the guy isn't even from...
What's that got to do with it?
Okay, look, you get to choose where you bring your... We thought we had the guy in the bag, and it turns out he's a...
We thought we had the guy in the bag. That's your that's your sense of,
justice.
Fair justice, yeah.
Not get reelected. That's just all I got to say. He better watch he parks his boat.
Okay? Well, no, that's another. You can't threaten judges, Carl.
I didn't threaten nothing. I didn't say nothing. Everybody should watch where they park their boat. Where do you park your boat?
What are you going to do? I mean, you're going to sink it?
Everybody should be very careful because there's lots of vandalism in the middle of the woods in northern Wisconsin where you can't see nobody.
Do you really? I mean, this is on. We saved the tapes of this.
I don't care because I'm told that you can say whatever. I'm not going to do nothing.
Well, no, but you've hinted that you.
I'm not doing nothing.
Yeah.
No.
Man, you really aren't quite as cocky as you were last week, though. Isn't that funny?
Nobody really cares about this stuff.
Didn't you do a little writ of habeas corpus?
It's time for the draft. Let's move on and not live in the past.
I have a letter I need to read to you, Carl, and I want to know if you fall into this same category.
I don't know that I'm obliged to have to listen.
You are obliged to listen.
No, I'm obliged to make football picks.
You're obliged to be a part of this segment. That's what the contract states.
Who cares about this?
One of my best.
Why don't you take it to court and see if you can break the contract? That'll work well.
No, we couldn't.
Yeah. What is your court record against this station, by the way, in Clear Channel? Like 0-7?
We did not take you to court on this one.
Well, I know, but we're undefeated.
Right now I'm 2-1.
2-1?
Yeah.
What did you win?
I think you recall that you were forced to give me a certain amount of time on the radio.
True. Yeah, you're right.
A couple years back.
That's right. Was that when when the previous sidekick pretended to be your psychoanalyst?
Yeah, where you faked a phone call.
Right, that's true.
FCC was very interested in that, as I recall.
And the FAA as well.
The BBC and BB King.
One of my best friends is a huge Packer fan and had a deep love for Favre for a long time. He sent me this yesterday when I asked him who he was rooting for this weekend. I'd feel better about your team if I wasn't such a petty and vindictive person. I don't want Favre to win more than anything. And I've wrestled with friends, family angle, since my roots are from Minnesota. Living in Minnesota has given me a true taste of hatred for the Vikings. I wasn't expecting to come out here for college and almost get into a couple fights for wearing a T-shirt. Didn't get too much flack in New York. Minnesota fans conditioned me to hate them back. Just hate Favre so much. Again, I'm a small, petty man.
I don't think so. That
sounds like you.
Characterize the person as that at all.
You wouldn't.
It sounds like he's been emotionally abused, which is what you Minnesotans like to do. That's what you people like to do. You like to make us feel bad. You like to make everybody feel... Hell, you like to make yourselves feel bad. So all you want to do is be negative and feel bad. All you want to do is make us feel bad.
Does that mean
you can't?
Why can't you turn the
How
other
many Super Bowls have you won?
Why don't you turn the other cheek, rise above it instead of being vindictive and mean and petty?
I'm not being first of all, you're the one being mean and vindictive and petty.
How so?
Because you want to just rub it in our face. That's all you want to do.
I'm rubbing it in your face that you got your ass kicked at the courthouse door again.
Yeah, you're not. Here's first of all, nobody cares. This is the most. I think this is going to have the lowest ratings of all those Super Bowls.
What are you talking about?
Playoffs are going to have because nobody cares about this.
Nobody cares about Favre or Manning or the Jets or.
It's like there's not any good teams left.
Okay. I mean, you live in your little world of delusion. That's fine.
Do you think anybody's going to watch the game this weekend over here? I don't think so. We got other things to do.
Colts.
What do you have to do?
Yeah, like what?
You know.
They got to take down the fake deer so the census people don't count them.
Yeah. What a stupid state.
What are you talking about? It's not stupid. It's
it is.
State in the union.
You got it. You saw the big directive from your
DNR.
DNR, I guess, basically saying remove all your fake deer so they don't get counted as real deer in our deer count. That's embarrassing.
Look, okay, we have very zealous hunters. Okay. They're very zealous hunters.
They shoot houses and barns half the time.
Apparently, yeah.
Other people probably from Minnesota coming over to hunt.
Yeah, of course they
They're
are.
very good marksmen.
Hey, speaking of other things to do, does your daughter have a football game?
No, the football season is over.
Oh, that's right. Well, what is she participating in? Is it wrestling now?
Well, no, she's not. She's getting a little too old for that.
Oh.
You know what I mean? You can't wrestle the boys after a certain age.
That's true.
It just gets dirty. But no, she had a big pageant last weekend.
Oh, that's right, the pageant.
Yeah, the Little Miss Linebacker competition.
That's right. And how did she do?
Well, she did not finish in the top 5.
Let me guess, you're gonna file some lawsuit.
Oh, look, no, because first of all, I don't even like the fact that her mother is the one who got into it. Okay.
Of course.
Didn't finish in the top 5. How many contestants were there?
Oh my, it must have been about 50.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of little girls who play football over here.
Did she? I don't doubt it. Did she get?
About that?
Did she get jobbed by the?
Not have equal rights in sports?
No, absolutely. Did she get?
Sure. Yeah, I bet you're one of those guys who doesn't like Title IX. What a chauvinist! What do you have against women?
Big-breasted women.
My daughter's not that old, and I don't want to get into that. Okay?
That's another story.
Why you got to dirty at me all the time?
Yeah, it's an old joke. Well, how was the Did you go to the pageant?
Yeah, it was a girl who once cheated, but
she cheated. Of course she did. How did she cheat?
You're not allowed to put spangles on your shoulder pads because you're not. That's just not right. Well, you're not supposed to enhance that sort of thing. And then the girl cheated, but my daughter was really good. She did in the deal where you chase the boy down and tackle him.
Yeah.
She kicked some booty.
Was that the talent competition, or
did she horse collar?
No, you can't do that. That's illegal.
Was that her talent, or did she play the piano or anything, or dance,
she
or
plays the flute?
Plays the flute
and the oboe.
And the oboe, two underrated instruments.
And if you think that's easy,
no,
try it.
It's complicated.
No,
is what it is.
No, it's damn hard.
Yeah.
At the same time?
No, that would be really hard.
Yeah.
You have to have a tight embouchure for the oboe.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
Well, we're a little bit behind now. Do you mind if I hold you through a quick pause here, and then we'll get to the games? Because we haven't.
You just did a commercial where you're talking about somebody doing visual communications. I didn't even know what the hell you were talking about.
Well, you don't have to know because it's not for you. You are not what I would classify as our core target audience.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Hold on, Carl Gerbschmidt, and we'll pick the two big games. Now we're down to 2, so we can probably breeze through them. And I know there are a lot of people waiting. They're not making their bets with Vegas until they hear how we go, how we roll. That's coming up.
You're listening to
Tell you what, show your horns for the Minnesota Vikings as they head down to the Bayou to battle the Saints for the NFC Championship. Be a part of the Vikings fan rally, Best Buy Rotunda, Mall of America tonight. 6 to 7, P.A., Bursich, Chuck Foreman, Matt Blair, Stu Voigt, Ziggy, Mark Wilf. Plenty of Vikings cheerleaders and Victor the Viking as well. 6 to 7 tonight, Best Buy Rotunda, Mall of America. It's the Vikings fan rally.
Social event of the season, I'd call
That's as big as it gets. There's no question.
That's a star.
Are you going right at the end of this segment?
Wouldn't miss it.
I don't think any of us could. based on your weather terrorism, I'm not sure the Vikings are getting out of town tomorrow. What time's their flight supposed to leave?
That I don't know, but you're right. It's supposed to be heavy rain.
Rain, then ice, then snow.
And high winds.
And 90
gale force winds.
But see, where did you get the gale force? I heard 10 to 15 miles an hour.